Hi everyone. In today's video I want to discuss the energy of SNL. I'm sure some of you are wondering what SNL stands for, and let me just be blunt. Scarcity and lack. In today's video I want to share with you the mindset of scarcity and lack and help you determine if you have this energy mindset. Also, I will offer you a few suggestions on how I overcame this mindset. Stay tuned. Hola everyone, it's Miss B Money here from Crypto Connections. Welcome back and a warm hello to those of you who are new here. If you are new here, it would really mean the world to me if you click on the subscribe button below and become part of our community. And be sure to also click on the notification bell to be notified of my latest uploads. For those of you who may not have heard of this term before, scarcity and lack basically means that you have a fear of scarcity or lack, and that fear might be holding you back in your life. Some people believe that there can be a long family lineage of scarcity and lack, and that you have adopted it from what you saw, felt, or even heard as a child. Others believe it can be back as far as your other lifetimes where you picked this up. Of course, we don't need to get into the woo-woo stuff here, but I feel it's an important thing to address, especially in this crypto space. So many people start with the scarcity mindset before going into a new endeavor, which can literally make it fail before it even gets off the ground. And then the lack mindset comes in after that because you think to yourself, others are winning, and you just can't figure out why. Is this you? For instance, you think you're going to fail before you even get started, and then you do. Now I just want to be clear that scarcity is different from being practical or cautious. For instance, investing only so much into something and not putting all your eggs in one basket, well, that's being cautious. Thinking you're going to fail every time no matter what, that's the scarcity mindset. I want to ask you, do you ever feel envious of someone and what they either have or have been able to achieve? When you hit a rough patch, does your internal dialogue start saying things like, this is typical, I can never get ahead, why does everyone else have it so easy? Or maybe you hold on to your possessions so tightly out of fear because you think you could lose them. If you have any of these symptoms, then I'm sorry to say you're a lost cause. I'm just kidding. It's April 1st, tomorrow. The beauty about any situation in life, seriously, is that it's always reversible. The mind is a powerful thing. There is always hope. And today, I want to give you some pointers on how you can kick this scarcity and lack mentality to the curb and start attracting abundance in all areas of your life. There are many things one can do daily to help attract abundance in their life. It involves focusing on what you want and letting go of what you don't want. A perfect example of how to focus on what you want is to clip out pictures of what you do want. For instance, do you want a new home? Find a picture of your perfect home and carry it in your wallet or pin it on your bathroom mirror. Post it wherever it's the perfect reminder for you. The more you can focus on what you do want, the more you will attract it. It's really not airy-fairy pixel dust that I'm talking about here. Stop and think about it for a minute. Was there ever a time in your life you just felt like you were on top of the world? What made you feel that way? A newborn child? Acing a test? Accomplishing a goal? It felt great, right? Try to remember how that week went. Did more abundance come your way? Did you have even more successes show up? And guess what? This amped up your energy even more and allowed other goodies to flow in. I know it. But then, of course, it happens to me too, our human conditioning normally creeps its way back in, and we start that internal chatter again, and before you know it, the euphoria is gone, and things come to a dead halt, and we are back in our normal, or shall I call it old life again, wondering why can't I, or how come this didn't happen, or why them, etc., etc., etc. This is that scarcity and lack mentality that I'm talking about. Trust me, that was me many years ago, and of course, I don't claim to be perfect, but I have come a long way. I believe the one thing that really helped me was keeping a, what I like to call it, a vision board journal. Now hold on, don't lose me here, just listen. I took a hard-covered book of lined paper and wrote, drew, scribbled, and even dot-jotted, and I even glued pictures and photos in this journal. It was like my little nerdy art project that I didn't show anyone. That journal contained all my deep desires, and yes, it even included writing a book. Little did I know at the time I was actually gonna publish a book in the future. The journal really was the best thing I could have ever done for myself. Every evening before bed, I would open up the journal, flip through the pages that I had already filled out, page by page by page. And I did it almost religiously every night. Of course, I missed a night here or there, but most nights I glanced through it. And I even started adding things, like more pictures that I had found that were more specific. I added more scribbles, learning more and more what I truly wanted. And that journal became more and more specific over time. A real reflection of what I wanted. Not what I thought I wanted, but what I had truly come to realize that I wanted. Of course, over time, as I added to my journal, I wasn't as consistent looking at each and every page. It was filling up day by day. It wasn't until about a year later that I started to notice things were happening. And I would think to myself, oh my God, I'm pretty sure I have something like that in my journal. And I would get home, I'd run to my journal, I'd start flipping through it page by page by page, and as I did, another realization started to come to me. There was more than just one thing that had come true. It was freaky. There were a handful of things. Honestly, I was shocked. I have to say that was the turning point for me, definitely. I started to now really focus on what I wanted and leave behind what I didn't. Now, what I mean by that is, one thing that really made a big difference was listening to the radio for 10 minutes a day, just to get a quick sense of what was happening in the world. We have one news station in my area that does a quick update of news, weather, traffic, and a little bit of business. I can quickly get a sense of what's happening for the day in my area and in the world. Now, why do I do this? I completely stopped watching TV and listened to the 10 minutes of radio instead. And this has definitely made a huge difference. The only time that I see news is when I'm at the nail salon, and every time I say to the woman doing my nails, it's no wonder I have stopped watching TV and even news years ago. It's so negative. It's trying to instill fear into you, and my life is so much happier now that I don't watch it. Another thing that really amped things up for me was expressing gratitude. And honestly, you can't sit there and roll your eyes until you try it. It's amazing what it can do. The world becomes such a happier place when you do this. Even if someone's crappy to me, I still show gratitude to all I have and understand that they only lashed out at me because of something going on within them. I bless them and I literally release them. Can you see that by not taking on the energy of the spewer of hate, that it can actually help you stay in the right mindset? So I definitely bring gratitude into my day as much as I can. You may ask, why is this important, or what does it have to do with scarcity and lack? Well, scarcity and lack has been conditioned into us and is a hard habit to break. It's not impossible, but it takes commitment and work. And in order to stay focused, you don't need any distractions. Trust me, this will take all the energy that you have. But again, trust me, when I look back, it was so worth the energy. Expressing gratitude also makes it true. Meaning, as we say something like, I am grateful for the X amount of dollars in my bank account, it makes it true. It is true. And you can feel that shift within you, that it is true. Then you might say, I am grateful for the job that I have. Of course, it may not be the most appealing job, or you may not like the environment, but you realize that there are many others who don't have a job or even have the privilege of getting a job. When you start living in the energy of gratitude, you can honestly feel it flowing through you. And that leveling up, I call it, attracts way more abundance. But again, it's not something you do Monday morning as you are stuck in traffic and your coffee has spilt over your lap. You have to find the time to center yourself, smile even, and truly take a moment to realize how blessed you are. If you are hearing this, you are blessed because you have life. As you do this more and more, you will realize there isn't much that will throw you off. Let's go back to that Monday morning drive with the coffee spilt all over your lap. Of course, at the moment in time, you may be shocked, frustrated, and even upset. But the key here is the more you are in the abundance energy, you will be able to laugh it off. People have so many struggles, so many more than we do. Just the fact that we have internet, we know how to navigate YouTube, we get to play in crypto, makes us so much richer than a large population in this world. Take a moment and truly realize how blessed we are. As you do this more and more, you will realize that you give more, do more for others, and don't expect anything in return. That is when the bliss truly starts to flow and the energy starts to flow even more. Make focusing on abundance your new daily routine and start watching the miracles happen. Whether you want to call it God, Spirit, the universe, it is all here to help us be the best we can be. There is overwhelming abundance in this world for everyone. Just read up on the laws of the universe. And when you realize that we have been given this gift of life, and that scarcity, lack, fear, greed, they only hold you back. It will open up a whole new realm of wonder and wealth for you. So today, I ask you, I challenge you to take a moment, fight off that scarcity and lack. Focus on what it is you truly, truly want, and allow the energy of gratitude to flow through you, and share that with the world. Have a blessed day, everyone. That's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please be sure to hit the thumbs up and leave a comment. It really helps to grow the channel. Have a blessed day, everyone, and until next time, hasta luego.